Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of WWE 2K15 NXT Experience. Last week's episode was out of this world, so much happened, and I'm sure this week it's going to be even better, it's going to be explosive, it's going to be intense. And what a way to kick off this week's episode with a #1 Contenders match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. You can see Eric Rowen and Luke Harper making their way to the ring. They are going to be going head to head against Konnor and Viktor of the Ascension. The Ascension debuted last week after all hell broke loose in that match between one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Big E, as he went head to head against Bray Wyatt. I mean, Bray Wyatt completely bailed from that match. He disappeared as Harper and Rowen went head to head against Big E. Xavier Woods got involved, and boom! Out of nowhere, Konnor and Viktor, the Ascension, had arrived here in NXT. We're going to be seeing them in action for the first time right now in this #1 Contenders match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to contain my excitement. I mean, look at the deadly stare from Luke Harper and that goat mask that Rowen is wearing. They're going to be going up against the debutantes, the Ascension, and here we go. Konnor and Viktor going to be making their way to the ring. They're such an intense tag team. Could you just imagine if they were to become the #1 contenders here this evening to face Big E and Xavier Woods for their NXT Tag Team Championships a bit later on this month at NXT TakeOver Rival. We are yet to see them in action, but we saw enough last week, right? When they made their way to the ring, they were on a mission and they took out everyone. They cleaned house in that ring. They took out Big E, Xavier Woods, Eric Rowen and Luke Harper, and now here they are in this #1 Contenders match. Look at Eric Rowen, how he just stands there, not feeling intimidated. I don't think he has any feelings, does he? And look at this, I feel as though I should be crawling along with Viktor as he slams his fist on the canvas. They certainly are my type of tag team. I'm going to be rooting for them throughout the whole of this match. Let's just get it going, shall we? The ref getting this match underway as he rings the bell. Luke Harper, oh, look at Viktor going straight in with that clothesline, taking Harper down to the mat. Probably wondering what the hell just hit him. I mean, Viktor's not the biggest of guys. I mean, take some guts going up against a big guy like Luke Harper, who stands at 6'5", weighs 275 pounds. Harper taking the fight to Viktor now. Viktor turning that around, big blow to the skull. Harper looking groggy against the ropes. Viktor taking him to the outside. What a start for the Ascension on their debut here in NXT. What a debut as well, getting an opportunity to become #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships. Oh, big knee to the side, right to the kidney of Luke Harper. Sure that'll have a long-term effect as this match rolls on. Big back body drop from Viktor to Luke Harper. Where is Viktor going now? On that middle rope. And I think he connected there with that elbow. Oh! Viktor driving his knee down into the back of the skull of Harper. I mean, Harper and Rowen, they're very odd tag team, part of the Wyatt family. Strange human beings. They cut themselves off from the real world and what we all have to experience. Luke Harper sending Viktor into the corner. This comes back out. Turns that into a Russian leg sweep. Beautiful stuff from Viktor. As the saying goes, there is a first time for everything. Yes, we're seeing the Ascension debut this evening on NXT, but we're also seeing Harper and Rowen in the ring in action for the first time. What did the Ascension have planned here? Oh my god! Konnor almost beheading Luke Harper with that clothesline. And that could be it right there. I mean, Konnor had that extra leverage from the middle rope. I mean, just full on impact. Now Konnor pulling Harper back down to the canvas, looking to end this, and that could very well be it. And Rowen coming in and breaking up the count. Look at the size of Konnor as well. He's no small guy. It's like 3 behemoths in this match. And Luke Harper with a sidewalk slam to Konnor, and this is very wise. Harper making the tag now. Looked like he was almost out of this match. Probably could have ended if it wasn't for Harper. And oh wow! Konnor with a huge blow to the jaw. What does Konnor have planned here now? Oh my god, whoa! Konnor just lifted Eric Rowen high in the air and slammed him down with that powerbomb. How on earth? And Eric Rowen getting back to his feet. Coming in with a blow to the skull of Konnor. What a match this is turning out to be so far. We've only just kicked off this week's episode of NXT Experience. Eric Rowen now with the upper hand. He took Konnor down to the mat. Konnor back to his feet. Connor's probably thinking maybe I should make the tag right about now, but he says no as he takes Rowen to the outside. And this is where it gets dangerous. Only thinly padded mats out there. A lot of things that can hurt. And Konnor, what is Konnor doing here? He's sending Eric Rowen into the steel steps. Down to the ground. The Ascension can win here with count out. Eric Rowen stays out for the count of 10. Rowen with the rake of the eyes, and he's back in the ring before you know it. Oh, big shoulder barge there from Konnor. Eric Rowen, we haven't really seen too much from Harper and Rowen in this match. It's all been the Ascension. And as I say that, Eric Rowen takes Konnor down with that armbar. And now the tide of this match continues to turn. Konnor just throwing the jabs, throwing the blows. Eric Rowen in no man's land. The Ascension, Viktor and Konnor huddling up. Double shoulder barge. Wow. I tell you what, I hope Big E and Xavier Woods are watching this. Viktor looking to put Eric Rowen and the Wyatt family away. Just gets a 1 count. Oh, what a knee to the side of the skull. I'm going for the cover. That curve very well. Be it Harper not even making his way into the ring. Then again, he did receive a beating from both Konnor and Viktor. And Viktor now just full of offense with that Luther's press, followed up with a few fists to the side of the skull. Again to Eric Rowen. Where's Viktor going? He's going to the top, and Harper making his way over. Does Viktor even see him? He manages to come down with that fist, going for the cover before Harper got to him. Gets the 1 count, and again Rowen kicks out. This has just been such an impressive performance from Konnor and Viktor of the Ascension, and I hope that Xavier Woods and Big E Langston are doing their homework backstage. And what a chop to the chest from Viktor. Viktor going to the middle rope again. What's he got in mind? What has Viktor got in mind? He's just stood there stalking. Oh no! Eric Rowen makes the tag to Harper. In he comes. Takes down Viktor. And over to Konnor and takes him out too. It's almost becoming a handicap now. Luke Harper. That sit down powerbomb. Goes for the cover. This could be it. Viktor kicks out at 2. Could have been it. We could have new #1 contenders by now for them NXT Tag Team Championships. Viktor now. What's he got in mind? Going for a suplex to Harper. Breaking his leg down the ropes as well. It's not too pretty. I'm sure Harper has managed to find his way over to his tag team partner and brings in Eric Rowen. I think Rowen and Harper, they're finding it very hard to contain the Ascension. They're not sure what they've come up against. They haven't really done their homework on these two. They've just debuted in NXT. Maybe the advantage is really falling in the hands of the Ascension. Rowen taking Viktor down, followed up with a big elbow to the back, to the spine of Viktor, who gets back to his feet with ease. You can see Rowen just draped over the top rope over there in his corner. He's not having a good time, and look at Viktor just taking him out. Bit of payback there from what Harper did to Konnor just a second ago. Viktor sending Harper into the corner. Look at these two talking trash to Harper, and now Viktor eventually makes the tag. And we're going to see that move again with the guillotine clothesline to Luke Harper. And you know, I think that can very well be the beginning of the end, and the fans are calling for it. I think we might be looking at our new #1 contenders, folks. Look at that. Look at the strength of Konnor lifting Harper up and then just dropping him stomach first onto his knee. That's going to do some internal damage. Konnor sending Harper up into the corner again in no man's land, and Konnor taking down Harper. I mean, the amount of times the Ascension, and look at Harper with that reversal. I don't think Viktor is aware that Harper's just took out Konnor with that sit down powerbomb. Look at Konnor just wriggling his way out again with another armbar to Luke Harper. They certainly haven't been on form. It's almost as if they've missed their leader in Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt completely bailed out last week, as we know, and look at this! Double choke slam from Konnor, and Viktor of the Ascension going for the cover. That can very well be it, but Luke Harper with boiler suit on comes in to break up the count. Oh, Viktor taking out Rowen. The amount of times he's found himself on the mat. Viktor, big elbows to the side of the head of Luke Harper. This has just been one-way traffic, folks. It's all been the Ascension. It's very odd to see Harper and Rowen this way. And Viktor, oh no, we saw this last week. We saw this last week. It's the fall of man. The fall of man to Luke Harper, who's been cut in half, and Rowen taken to the outside again by Konnor. There is the 3 count, folks. We have new #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I'll tell you what, Big E and Xavier Woods have their work cut out, because this was a very, very dominant performance from Viktor and Konnor of the Ascension. We could possibly be looking at our new NXT Tag Team Champions. The main event for this evening was announced earlier today by General Manager William Regal. Adrian, Neville and Rob Van Dam will team up to take on Bo Dallas and Daniel Bryan in an Elimination Tag Team match. What a main event it's going to be. It's an opportunity for Adrian Neville to finally get his hands on his former friend Daniel Bryan, but the question is, will Adrian Neville and Rob Van Dam be able to coexist as a tag team, as it was Neville that came out on top in last week's main event against the whole effing show. But coming up next, we've got Wyatt Barrett in action against, we're not too sure at the moment, because it's the NXT champion Sami Zayn that's chosen his opponent. Here we go then, Wyatt Barrett making his way out to the ring. He is accompanied by General Manager William Regal. The last couple of weeks have been pretty strange here on NXT for not just NXT as a whole, but the NXT champion Sami Zayn. Hot off that win against Curtis Axel at NXT Arrival, he comes out looking to celebrate his victory and gets attacked by Wyatt Barrett and the General Manager William Regal. I mean, what's that all about? People have been calling it the British Revolution. We're just not sure at the moment what is happening. Hopefully we get some answers soon. There is William Regal in the corner of Barrett as he looks to take on this mystery opponent which Sami Zayn has chosen for him this evening. And oh wow, the lights have gone off. What is going on? Okay, we're not too sure who this is at the moment. Theme song going off. I'm looking forward to this. This is Sami Zayn's mystery opponent for Wyatt Barrett. Well, come on, who is it? Who is this mystery opponent? You've got to be kidding me! It's Kevin Owens! Kevin Owens here in NXT! Oh my god! This is just incredible. This is awesome. Kevin Owens in NXT. Sami Zayn obviously making his way to the ring, accompanying Owens to his first match here in NXT. Wyatt Barrett certainly has his work cut out. I mean, Kevin Owens has been on the independent scene now for 15 years. He's known Sami Zayn for 15 odd years. And now here they are. They've made it. Both of these guys, Sami Zayn being the NXT champion, Kevin Owens, I can't believe it. And we're going to be seeing Owens in action right now as the referee calls for the bell. Oh, Owens. That clothesline straight away to Wyatt Barrett as William Regal watches on. Kevin Owens working on that neck of Wyatt Barrett, and Owens really going on the offense here. Big powerbomb, lifting the whole weight of Wade Barrett. And where is Owens going? Oh my God! Owens just attacked Sami Zayn. What the hell? Wade Barrett following Owens out the... What have we just witnessed? Owens getting himself counted out, and now Barrett back in the ring as Sami Zayn. I can't believe it. Why would Owens turn on his friend after Sami Zayn's gone through all the trouble of getting him here to NXT? And now he's just turned on his friend, and now Wade Barrett lining up Zayn for the ballhammer smash. Oh my God. I can't believe what we've just witnessed. It's happened so quickly. Kevin Owens starting the match here against Wade Barrett, hit a couple of moves, and then made his way out to the ring and attacked Zayn. I can't believe it. To think of the trouble the NXT champion Sami Zayn has gone through to get his friend of 15 years here in the big time in NXT to compete as well. And what does he do? He stabs his friend in the back. What a night it's been so far on this week's edition of WWE 2K15 NXT Experience, and it's only going to get better with the upcoming main event. Earlier this evening though, we saw Viktor and Konnor of the Ascension debut here in NXT, and wow, what a dominant performance it was. Very impressive win against Luke Harper and Rowen, who just couldn't get going in that match, which means the Ascension are now #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team Championships. They will now go on to NXT TakeOver Rival to face Big E and Xavier Woods for their Tag Team Championships. It's going to be a long road ahead for Big E and Xavier Woods if they want to be retaining the NXT Tag Team Championships come TakeOver Rival. Here we go then, guys. It's time for this week's main event. Adrian Neville tag teaming with the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam, in an elimination tag team match against Bo Dallas, the inspirational one, and Daniel Bryan. That's right, Daniel Bryan is here once again in NXT. It all came around when Adrian Neville invited his good friend at the time to come and just have a simple one-on-one exhibition match. That's all it was supposed to be, but because Neville beat Daniel Bryan, there's a bit of jealousy brewing there, and Bryan obviously wasn't too happy, you know, seeing that he was once the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, which he won at WrestleMania 30, overcoming the odds of the likes of Batista, Randy Orton, and then he goes and gets beat by Adrian Neville. You can kind of see where Bryan is coming from. He's not too happy that he got showed up here in NXT, where he pretty much all started for Bryan within the WWE. So you can kind of see where he's coming from. But on the other hand, it's totally out of Bryan's character to be acting this way. It's weird. So maybe tonight we can see Adrian Neville and Bryan settle a few scores and just put everything behind them. We might even see a handshake, who knows. As you can see, Rob Van Dam making his way out to the ring. In last week's main event, it was Van Dam against Adrian Neville. Neville coming out on top. It's been on a bit of a roll lately. Times have been good. They've been kind to Neville in his point of view, and it's, you know, it's good to see Van Dam back in the WWE. It's good to see him looking healthy, looking fit, and ready to go for anything that's going to come his way. And there were certainly no hard feelings after that loss last week, but it was Daniel Bryan that came out of nowhere and hit Adrian Neville with that running knee, which has really accelerated this rivalry which has been building up, which has really put Bryan out of his character, as I've already mentioned. And now here comes Bo Dallas. Oh please, look at him. Inspirational one. Yeah, right. The last time we saw this guy on NXT Experience was in the first episode when he competed in that fatal 4-way #1 Contenders match for the vacant NXT Championship. And he was the one that got pinned by Curtis Axel, the guy that went on to face Sami Zayn in the end at NXT Arrival. He'll probably be hoping to get his career back on track here this evening to try and make an impression towards General Manager William Regal. Can he get himself back into the title picture? That is the question. And maybe he can do just that, especially with his tag team partner being this man, Daniel Bryan, a former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I can't believe he's here once again in NXT. He mentioned on social media just the other day that he had other duties to be getting on with on Raw and SmackDown, And this was just a distraction to him being over here in NXT. And he did mention on social media that he feels as though he should be here to bury the hatchet against, and I quote, his former friend Adrian Neville. So I assume Daniel Bryan wants to just get this main event out the way and done with, and head back over onto Raw and focus on competing for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship yet again. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to this one. And don't forget, this main event is being competed under elimination rules. So whoever gets the first count, the opposition will have to leave, and it will turn into a handicap match. 2 against 1. Who's it going to favour? Is it going to be Adrian Neville and Rob Van Dam, or is it going to be Bo Dallas and Daniel Bryan? The referee getting the match underway here, and it's going to be Adrian Neville and Bo Dallas starting us off. Bo Dallas there with the neck breaker straight off the bat to Adrian Neville, followed up with an elbow to the chest area of Neville. Look at Bo Dallas. Will he ever learn? Always trying to soak up the atmosphere from the crowd, looking for inspiration to come out on top. But look where that's got him. Adrian Neville with a nice standing moonsault to Bo Dallas, who is back to his feet now. These two just trading bombs. Neville. Adrian Neville. Nice snap suplex to Bo Dallas. Rob Van Dam out on the apron. Option for Neville. Can they coexist as well? I mean, I mentioned there was no hard feelings after RVD's loss against Neville last week, but you never know. You can never tell with superstars and what they're thinking, whether they can get an upper hand in competition. I mean, if that opportunity arises, I'm sure they're going to take it. Even someone like Rob Van Dam, and Neville sent into the corner there. Coming back out with a knee to the midsection of Dallas. Just back and forth at the moment between these two. Bo Dallas, he needs to concentrate on taking away the legs of Adrian Neville. Keep the man that gravity forgot on the ground. Keep him away from the top turnbuckle. Keep him away from the ropes. And now Dallas, with a sit-down spine buster to Adrian Neville. Looking to end this. Looking to eliminate Adrian Neville. Almost forgot that this is under Elimination Tag Team rules. So whoever gets the first cover. If Dallas got the 3 count there, Neville will be gone. And Bo Dallas with a bulldog to Adrian Neville. And he's going for the cover. Neville could be eliminated. He kicks out 1. And it'd just be Rob Van Dam to take on the challenge of Dallas. And Daniel Bryan, who's screaming for the tag. He wants it off Bo Dallas, but he's just soaking up that atmosphere again from the crowd. Taunting Neville almost. And he follows up with a backdrop to Adrian Neville. Really taking a beating at the moment. And Neville back to his feet. Will he make the tag to RVD? Oh, nice forearm smash to Dallas. Taking him down. And there we go. We've got the first tag of the match. In comes Rob Van Dam. RVD using those well-educated feet. Nice spinning kick to the head of Bo Dallas. Always being one to watch out for Rob Van Dam. He's had some amazing, monumental matches in the past. Not just in ECW, but here in the WWE. And now Rob Van Dam with a big German suplex. Just flipping Bo Dallas inside out and upside down. Dallas back to his feet. Now RVD sending him into the corner. This certainly isn't a good place to be for Bo Dallas. What does RVD have in mind here? Innovated split-legged moonsault. Going for the cover. This could be it. Daniel Bryan coming in, and he doesn't get it. This is now turned into a handicap match. It's Adrian Neville and Rob Van Dam, though they've got the upper hand. It's Daniel Bryan that's been left alone, the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And Daniel Bryan and RVD taking the fight to the outside. Daniel Bryan throwing him into the guardrail there, following up with a backdrop. It's going to have an effect. I mean, they're thinly padded mats out there, as we've mentioned before. Look at Daniel Bryan. Those elbows to the heart of Rob Van Dam. Bryan waiting out on the apron. Nice and patient-like. So RVD likes to get back to a vertical base. And Daniel Bryan overshot that double axe handle. And these two, the race back into the ring before the ref counted to 10. And this match would have been over. Look at RVD targeting that arm of Bryan. He's had numerous problems with that in the past as well. RVD looking for that kick, but Daniel blocks it. In the corner goes RVD. And listen to Bryan with those kicks to the chest. Thunderous. And just lay waste to Rob Van Dam now. Up in that corner. That's where Bryan needs to keep Rob Van Dam to stop him from making that tag. RVD finding it difficult now. Nice Northern Lights from Daniel Bryan going for the cover as well. But in comes Adrian Neville. And Rob Van Dam is forced to kick out. Do you notice that Adrian Neville didn't rush in to break up that count? Very odd from Adrian Neville. Maybe he's just looking to go one-on-one with Daniel Bryan here. As Daniel Bryan executes that nice vertical standing suplex to Rob Van Dam. Daniel Bryan locking in the yes lock. There it is. He's got it in. In comes Adrian Neville. Adrian Neville breaks up the yes lock. Daniel Bryan retreating to the corner. Look at the crowd on their feet. They want to see what's coming up for Rob Van Dam. Oh, running high knee. And that should be it. Daniel Bryan, oh, knocks Neville down to the ground. He's going to go for the cover. He's ending this. 2, 3. Rob Van Dam has been eliminated. We are down to just 2. Daniel Bryan and Adrian Neville. And Bryan through the ropes. Suicide dive. Taking out Neville. Where's Bryan going? Bryan retreating up the entranceway. Neville getting back to his feet. You can see RVD, he's been eliminated, not really taking any notice of his tag team partner Adrian Neville, and it looks like these two are going to do battle on the entranceway. Maybe no. Daniel Bryan taunting Neville, and it looks like he's prepared to get counted out here as Neville has made his way back into the ring. The ref is at the count of 8. Daniel Bryan showing no sign of coming back into the ring. There's 9. He's gone. Daniel Bryan is out of here, and that's 10. There is a count out. Adrian Neville, folks, has won this for his team. Maybe that was enough for Daniel Bryan with that suicide dive. Somehow, though, I don't think this is the end between Adrian Neville and Daniel Bryan. No way. That's all the time we've got for this week's edition of NXT Experience, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you all very soon for the next one.